1 to the half to the 2. And from your dear Aunt Sally, what do you do first? PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Exponents. Okay, exponents, so you do this first. Okay, so it'll be minus 1 to the 1, which is minus 1. Okay, so make sure you know your Aunt Sally. Sorry? What? Did you guys fall on your head yesterday and injure your brain or something yesterday? Looks like you guys did. Okay, is everybody okay with I3, I5 and so on? You can see the patterns alternating there again? Yes. Okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Ray, I'll move you in the front now. Chupkar. Golly. You guys are not even doing a skit today and you're off the wall. Yes. Okay, let's go through this, okay? Let's work this out. Do you agree that I cubed is I squared times I? Well, isn't I squared minus 1? Well, don't you get a minus I then? You with me on this? Hang on, let me make sure this guy's with me. Are you with me? Okay, next. I to the power of 5 is I to the 4 times I. What's I to the 4? 1 times I. Okay? You have a question, Zara? Okay, is everybody there? Okay, doing more easy stuff now. Doing arithmetic of complex numbers. So that's adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing. Okay, so the 2 complex numbers that we're going to first add and then we're going to subtract. Okay, so get this down and I'll go over this with you. And this is pretty easy stuff, okay? To add, what you do is you add the real parts together. So you're going to add this and this. What does that give you? And then you're going to add the complex parts together. So you're going to do this and this. Okay? And then you guys do the subtraction, please. Sorry, you got it? Yeah, what do you get? Nice, good job, Sona. Is everybody with her? Vikram, you got that yesterday? Okay, is everybody all right? Okay, and then we move on to addition, subtraction, multiplication. So to do the multiplication, it's going to be really foiling, okay? It's going to be foiling. So it's going to be this times this, and this times that, and this times this, and this times that. And then you'll collect the reals and the complexes, okay? So doing the red part, I get 8 plus 12i. Is everybody with me on that? Okay? And then doing the blue part, okay? I'm going to get, the blue part's going to be a 12i. Now pay attention. See that you follow me. The next one's going to be negative 18. Everybody see that? Yeah, I get it. Because don't you get 18i squared? Yes? And in my previous slide I told you I squared was 18 times negative 1 is negative 18. And then you're going to collect these terms together. What do you get? Negative 10 plus 24i. Is everybody okay there? All right, you guys do the next one, please. Okay, and then after multiplication comes division. Okay, so before I forget and move on, see how when you multiply 2 complex numbers, you got only a real number? So those 2 complex numbers are called complex conjugates. Okay, they're called complex conjugates. So if I were to give you 2 plus 3i, and I ask you what the conjugate is, what you're going to do is you're going to change this positive to a negative, and it becomes 2 minus 3i. Okay? Oh, yeah, really? Aren't you supposed to give me something saying that you are smoking at the creek or something? Yep. Got it. That's what you're doing. That's what juniors do. Everybody understand what complex conjugate is? Yeah? Valerie? Okay. What? Question? All right. Division. Okay, division. So division is not quite like what it makes it sound like, that you're going to do polynomial long division or some such thing. Okay? You're not going to do that. Okay, you're not going to do that. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to try and make it so there is no complex number in the denominator. That's what the goal of division is. Elaine, that mouth hasn't stopped meowing for a long time now. Okay? To do division doesn't mean that you're going to actually pull out your polynomial long division crap and do that. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to times the top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. So it's going to be 3 plus 2i, and at the downstairs, since you did 3 plus 2i at the top, you better do the same thing downstairs, because that's like multiplying by 1. Okay? So everybody with me? You need to multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate of the bottom. So now this is all going to be about complex multiplication and addition. You guys know how to do that. Do it. Do it.